Hey, there you are. Thanks for clicking the link. I'm Matt, and this is Outdoors for a Change. I'm on a southern Michigan lake within about 15 minutes of my home. This is a home lake. In fact, this is my favorite home lake. I'm going after bluegill and crappie. I have a couple rods with me. I have a frog rod. I don't think I'll get too much into that, but I got my medium rod. I got 12-pound braid on it. I got 12-pound fluoro on it, and I'm using an underspin lure with 2-inch, 2.5-inch. I don't know how big they are. They're about this big. They're exactly, I'm using these Bobby Garlands. What is it, 2-inch? I'm gonna see if I can get crappie and bluegill for a fish fry. My friend Shane's here, and Kathy, my wife, is here. And I think Shane's gonna go after bass, and I think Kathy's just gonna go after bluegill. So, wish us luck.
Something's bound to happen.
Yep.
By the way, I have a coupon code for Kistler rods. If there's any rods or reels you think you want today, you get X amount off for different pricing, different totals.
Well, I'm down. Oh, anyway, dude, I didn't finish my deep lake story. Nice bluegill here. I'll keep. You'll eat. Color to it. It's probably a male. I've noticed you learn the anatomy of these fish better, what's male and female, when you keep them and harvest them and clean them, cut open, do an autopsy on them basically. But when they get that little bulge in their head right there, that's male, I think. And obviously they don't have eggs. But I noticed in the batch of fish I caught the other day, my wife caught a bunch of pale looking bluegill, and they were full of eggs. I caught a bunch of dark colored ones, and they were full of sperm. So that's how I know that's a male. There we go. Feels a little nicer. Maybe not. What we got? Crappie. Let's see what size he is. I think I might keep him, but let's see. Nine-inch crappie. We'll keep them. I've learned how to fillet a 9-inch crappie. I won't keep anything smaller than 9, no. That's about the limit. You go smaller than that, sometimes when you gut hook a crappie or something, and you have to, and it's smaller fish, and you keep it because it's gonna die anyway, and then you try to fillet it, it gets mangled pretty quick. It's not worth them dying over. Unless they're gonna die anyway. Gut hook. There we go. Another keeper. Not bad. Another male. A little bump. Ha! Caught him right at the boat. Nice. I'll keep him. He's a little bigger. Oh yeah. I've eaten a lot of these guys. Just over 9 1/4. It's bigger than the last one. All right, we're starting to get some fish. Biggest one of the day. This is the one that was stuck in the weeds. My other battery went dead right as I was trying to scoop them out. But look what I just fished out of the lake. A booyah. Let's measure them. Oh yeah, baby. He caught that as soon as it hit the water. He bit that as soon as it hit the water. This one's almost 10, so it's a little bit bigger than the last one. So I'm climbing the ladder. There we go. What's this? That's this. Another crappie. I'll keep him. He fits in my hand. All right, hey buddy. Looks healthy. Let's put her in the bucket. Thanks. They don't bite like crazy, but they do bite. You just gotta hit the edges of those lilies. It's like their umbrella, it's like their shade umbrellas. And he probably knows how to do that.
I would hope so.
There we go. What's this? My first bass of the day. Little peewee. Healthy. Ooh, be careful. Now my biggest fear isn't the hook going through me. That's one of them, but it's not my biggest. The biggest fear is the hook going through you with the fish still attached to it. Unfortunately, that's all the time I have to fish. I got to get ready and go to a barbecue. It's the 4th of July as I record this, and we have a barbecue in a couple hours. I got to go get ready for and get cleaned up for. But we caught enough fish to have a fish fry. When I get up to shore, I'll show you what we caught, and we'll put it all together with what Kathy caught, and then we'll clean them up. I didn't catch as much as I wanted to catch, but not too bad. Kathy caught a couple of these bluegill. I caught the rest. Wasn't biting as well as I hoped, but hey, we can fry these up and have a good meal. So let me show you how I clean the crappie. Like I said, it wasn't a huge haul, but this is what we came up with. That's enough for Kathy and I for a meal. We'll have that coming up. And let me show you how we're gonna cook it. Hey, there you are. It's a few days later. I think a few days, yeah. It hasn't been that long. But it is a few days later. We're at our church at the parsonage with my mom. Mom, what are you doing living in the parsonage?
Because my husband's the pastor.
Her husband's daddy. He's a pastor here. And Kathy, of course. And we're here to taste test a new recipe for the fish. In the last video, you'll see, if you want to go back and look, I show you how I cook the bluegill and the sunfish. This video, I'm going to cook the sunfish a different way, and also I got those crappie fillets. I'm going to cook a different way too. I'm going to use some mustard. And but first we got to cook the potatoes. And they're all crispy. They look like they're about done. I need to flip them and get them out. So I'm going to do that right now. All right. The potatoes are, well, they're gone. We loved it. Well, almost gone. They turned out really good cooked that way. Imagine that. All right, so we're going to cook Mom's bluegills right now with just Drake mix. That's a dry rub, no egg wash. It's the very same way I cooked these bluegill in the previous video, and I go through the whole recipe and how to do this. But this is Mom's recipe. Oh, and then she puts salt and pepper on it. So dry rub, pat the fish down, pat the fish off, then put them in the Drake's mix, the dry rub, then put them in oil, and that's all there is to it. And that's Mom's recipe, and it turns out really good. Like I said, that's the recipe we used in the last video, but in this, and we love it. But in this video, I'm going to challenge Mom to try it a different way, something I saw on the internet, and we'll see if it works, and we'll see if we can get her to try it.
There you go.
All right, so that's how I grew up eating them. All right, so we know how that turns out. If you want to know what that looks like, well, you have to watch the last video, and you can do that by clicking it right up here somewhere. All right, so now we're gonna try a recipe that Mom has tried before, but I don't know if she's tried it in this combination. We're gonna put mustard on the fish first, then we're gonna put it in some sun chips that we have all crushed up as a breading. So we'll see if she likes that. It's weird. So sprinkle it on like this, like a layer. Pat it down into it. Do the same over here. Okay. That looked pretty good. But will Mom like it? Now that's a recipe. Now that's how we're gonna cook these fillets too. Some of them kind of got frozen together and they got tore up, and there's not a lot of meat down there. But we're gonna bread those up, get them all mustardy, is that a word? And then we're gonna bread them up and we're gonna cook it the same way. You wanna do? Should we do that right now?
Yes.
All right, let's do that. Looks like cornflakes.
Yeah.
That was hot, really hot. But that is awesome. That tastes really good. The sun chip breading that we use, when I say sun chips, like a bag of sun chips that we crushed up. Oh, it's really good. With the mustard, I love it. You like it?
Mm-hmm.
Let Mom try hers. Get that meat off there with no bone in it, like an expert. That's how fast she got that chunk of meat out. That's how you do it.
It's good.
Is that good breading? Do you taste the mustard in it?
Not in that bite.
Now try one of these crappie fillets. That one's not real hot right there.
That one?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Good too. Oh, so there are different ways to eat panfish, huh? Than just Drake's mix.
You can't hardly ruin panfish.
No. As long as you don't burn it.
Right.
There you go.